very busy month, but I want to appreciate everyone that has been, following us as we're growing with us. Today's edition is going to feature a bigger producer, engineer. How do I put it now? Call it any name. Nice having. Alright, my name remains Ayomiposi, and I'm in the studio with my main Baba. Let him meet you, sir. Let's let the videos meet you.
Hi everyone. Nice to meet you all. My name is James, just like my big brother said, and I'm just here doing what I love to do. And it's been a pleasure working with all sorts of people. It's my honor to meet him today, and he's a wonderful fellow, and it's an honor to work with him today. I feel blessed with him around already.
It's going to be a banger today. Like I told you, it's a big man, man of the people. I've worked with so many artists home and abroad. I'll play your bubbles now when he's mentioning names of the people we have worked with, the home, the international that has worked with. I'm going to break the bubble now. Mr. James. All right. Like, how long have you been in this, music, entertainment world?
My passion for it started when I was young, as like 8-9 years. Wow. I was a choir boy in church.
It's always like that. Everybody choir.
Playing the keyboard, guitar, and it was on and on till I went to UK, and my passion for sound also got me into a sound school in UK, then called ICC. Okay. So when I came back, I finished my university, served, I still came back to music again. So I can say plus and minus, I've been here for over 30 years. Wow. Because I'm 47 and I've been in this thing for 8 years ago, so well over 30 years. Wow. That's basically.
Like, how old did you start out?
I started as early as 8, 9.
8 years, 9 years old. Can you imagine? So definitely, it's actually a kind of, it's a lesson to us all that if you want to build a child, raise a child from, when he's younger, that's actually a good one. Like how many people have you worked with now?
Wow, I can't count. Let me go way back. As young as I was, I actually started from the gospel side. There's a popular gospel artist in Nigeria called Brother Martins. He sang a popular song called Mosholosha. Okay. He actually inspired me to come into Lagos because I was in Zaria, school in Navy Zaria. Okay. And after him, I worked with people like Ayomiposi, the Timida Kolos, Kobams. In fact, Kobams understudied me while I was working in the first digital studio company in Nigeria. Wow. I worked with I can't count them. Wow. I can't count them. Majek Prashek. Who is there's just a whole lot of them. Internationally, I work with Dan Moen. I work with Johnny LeBlanc. Wow. I work with Bob Fitz. Wow. And because I work with Kuti, the popular radio artist. I work with Rhymezo. Wow. Just a whole lot of them.
I said you're gonna break someone's bubbles. Then you were talking about you produced Timmy.
I didn't produce. I worked with him.
Okay, worked with Timmy.
I worked with him. I co-produced some songs with him. Okay. I worked with him on Asha's project. Okay.
So Asha did.
Not yet in another studio.
I mean in Nigeria.
In Nigeria, yeah. Well, it was done here. We did the first phase before Sony Music took it over from France.
Okay. Wow. I'm not of words. This is fantastic. I want to tell you all, this is just a fantastic moment we've been waiting for, to meet someone like Mr. James. That he can't now even remember the artist he has produced, and even the producers that have worked it in Nigeria. You were talking about Don Moore. Which song did you do with Don Moore? You were telling me that Don Moore came here, that you were.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
There was a time he came to Nigeria to do a project. Okay. And we needed to take his voice on a Nigerian song. Okay. Because the person who brought in Nigerian song, she just directed it to me. So he didn't really produce a song, but we did a cover. Okay. Of a song, and then had a bit of Nigerianness to it. It wasn't a lie, it was for a program.
Okay.
So, but people like Buffett, his popular song, there was an album he worked on that was very popular then. I can't remember the title of the album, but he needed to, again, it features some Nigerians in it.
Okay.
Where he came here too.
Okay.
People like
Traveled down.
He was actually, yes, he came for a program.
Okay.
So for us to achieve what the program we had for him here, he had to come with the artists here. They will work together in a way based on recommendation, because sometimes when they come, they ask questions. I was using the industry standard there called Pro Tools, and they want someone who understands the use of Pro Tools properly. So when they check through, they said I was the first person that ran what's called the Pro Tools HE in this country.
Wow.
When they came into Nigeria,
Seriously?
I was the first person that started there. So when they checked, they said, "This is the only person that understands Pro Tools."
Wow.
So they came over there. For me, it was fun. Like I say, I don't count. I just catch my phone working with different artists. I love meeting people. I love what I do when you come nearly. It's like I've known you for 40 years.
Wow.
You know. And then the beauty again for me is that I love people who are into music.
Okay.
And then because I love all genres, my inclination, I don't have any bias. I work any genre of music. Wow. So as I meet people, my knowledge base for every genre increases. So I don't discriminate. Yeah. I love any form of music. Wow. That's just my dream.
This is a fantastic one, ladies and gentlemen. It's a fantastic moment. I'm even enjoying the vibe, the way he's saying it and delivering it. I'm enjoying everything, every aspect of it. Now, how do you compare the music of now and then?
In a simple word, I'm going to break it down. I think the music of now is a bit more simplified. Okay. More entertainment driven. Okay. Not that the old ones aren't, but the old ones are more technical. Okay. I know times where we do songs, we spend like 1 whole month or so working on a track. But in these days, an artist coming with things like Fruity Loops and quick loop fixes. You do something, the song is ready in less than 3 hours. So there's a lot of depth that is lost now. There are some artists who still go the depths, but a lot of artists we have now just want to stay on the surface, do quick cut music, but it's serving its purpose. Entertainment has gone so rocket science that you have to move quick to catch up, to be at pace and power with technology. So I don't see anything wrong with the now, but it's just like, if you ask me, I'll tell you that there's more depth then than now. And sometimes what you hear now is a bit of a recycling of what has been done before. So it's just that now it's being modernized or yes, to meet what's
but you know the funniest thing about it, our fathers, our mothers will tell you the songs of now, they're not really the songs, but back then, that if you listen to the songs we used to do in those days, you can't compare to the songs of now. And they prefer listening to those songs of then compared to the one we're having now.
I love a friend of mine called Play. I also work with him extensively, and I like his interpretation of the old songs and the new song. He does a new song, he still fuses his old element to it. That's what stands him out. I love him. Big shout out to him.
Yes.
You know. So just to tell you that the content also have changed. If slightly older people find a more comfort or easier to listen and appreciate old music, it tells you there's something now that either has changed or has moved from what they are used to. So, but like I say, I have grown from young to be. I have
working with the trend.
All sorts. I listen to music from every part of the world, from Chad, from Algeria. I have a library where every part of the world I have their music.
Wow.
Every part of the world.
Wow.
Even places you never had. Myanmar, everywhere I listen to everything. Just like today, I'll spend like an hour listening to Algerian music. So for me, although music has changed, but I appreciate its transition. I can fit into it because I followed it. I didn't let it. I didn't go off.
You followed the trend.
I kept on growing and growing with as it's growing, because you work with all sorts of artists. You have to understand where they're coming from to be able to work with them.
Yeah, sure.
You have to understand what is driving them, the genre, what is driving their creativity. As you know, you can work with them. That's why a lot of them comes out. It's suggestion not because I'm the best, but I allow them to express themselves. So they find it very comfortable with me. And you know, to be a producer and an engineer at the same time, you need a whole lot of patience. I mean, God has helped me. Glory be to God. I give you all the time. You know, I allow you. I make sure you're not under any pressure. Once I notice you're going under pressure, I have a way of reversing it. Calm down. This thing is not rocket science. It's been done before, and you can do it. You show sign that you can do it, and if you feel with me, that's basically my message.
This is great. It's actually inspiring and encouraging. But what are the challenges of this work?
The challenges of this work are a lot. Locally, we deal with people who don't have sponsorship. So a lot of times you work below your cost, and then light has not been a friend here. You run this place a lot of times on generator, and generally I just say the challenge is the same with the general challenge the country has: money, maintaining equipment, maintaining the building, maintaining utilities, you know, and then the fact that a lot of times some artists come to, they don't know what they want. You are now forced to go out of your way to try to bring them in. It's a lot of stress, but like I said, once you have a passion for anything, you don't see its problems. Any problem that comes, it's a stepping stone for you to be a better person than you were yesterday. You know, a lot of my friends that we started this business together, they're packed up, but I'm still here, not because I have all the money to keep here, but because of the passion. The passion. Because of the passion, I don't see the problems. I keep going. Even if the problem comes, I lift up my eyes and say, okay, this problem just came. The way it came, we'll go over it and we'll keep going. That's just my that's perfect. Yes.
Okay, if you have to do something now that you've been aspiring and that you are inspired to do and been aspiring to meet up, what would that be in music?
In music, I would really love to bring, I would like to record international and local artists together in one beat. Both gospel, even secular too, I don't mind, but it's my passion to see unified different genres of music
together.
Yes.
Are you talking about like the one Michael Jackson and family?
Yes, something like that.
We Are the World.
We Are the World. Bring all sorts of artists together. Wow. Starting locally first. Bring a Burna Boy. Bring a Timida Kolo. Bring a Samuel Poso. Bring a Ayomiposi. Bring a Sita Morgan. Ayomiposi. It's going to be. I mean, I'm already fantasizing.
Seriously.
I'm trying to imagine how it's going to be.
So, which one? What are your wishes again? Apart from that,
well, my wish again is that I hoped to have a complex where everything about music is there. This space is small for me. I love to have a complex
as big as it is now.
As it is now, it's small for me. I want a complex where I have up to 5-10 studios, rehearsal studios. I can shoot because I also do. I edit music videos too. Wow! So I'm hoping to have a driving place where everything about music will be done.
Which of the videos have you edited now that can tell me?
A lot of times. Let me a lot of times I do more of commercials. Like I'm actually working on one now, but when you talk of video, gospel videos, I do more of post productions. You know, I've done post productions for people like gospel artists like Arnenia. I've even done some for Ayomiposi too. A lot of them are unknown. SFDs. The names just keep going off and off.
Just too many. All right. It's been wonderful. But if I really wanted to say, talking about Fela kind of music, I can relate it with now. You know, there's no way if you're talking about music in Nigeria, you still mention Fela. Even the ones that are just growing, the unborns, when we get back to them, they will still talk about Fela, and they will still know who Fela was then. So what can you say?
As young as 11 or so, I met Fela, and I have, like I say, I listen to also some music. The first time I met him, he made a joke of me. He said, "You small." He hosted us and offered us something I don't want to mention. And I said, "No, we're Christians, don't you?" He said, "I look at you." That's how people, now some of you, even we are suit are talking. He made fun of us. But for me, I love his philosophy.
Okay.
He stuck to his philosophy. You can't change Fela. He believes in something till he died. And look at it till today, his songs are relevant. Who haven't done remix his song?
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody, techno.
Like I said, even the unborn.
Yes.
Don't see you, Fela.
Yes. Even the brother master I talked about, Afrobeat was his music. So sometimes when we do his production, I refer to some of Fela's songs. I work with Dede. You can see Fela live here.
Yeah.
Dede comes here. I work along with Dede and Kuti. I'm not here, but Dede is more like an inspiration to me. I call him now. He's going to answer me. So Afro music is for me is the only music that Africa can call its own. I'm being honest with you. Every other music is a contraption. It's a mixture of a lot of things. But Afro, for me, is the only music Africa can call its own. If I want to be specific in Nigeria, but even in South Africa, Afro music, Fela's music is. There's no part of Africa I've gone to. And people haven't mentioned Fela. I've gone to a lot of South Africa. They have mentioned. You can't take it from me. He's a legend. His music till today is relevant, and I can bet you it's getting relevant by the day. Because the things he said, they're unfolding by day.
Definitely.
So he's someone that is.
And I could say, back in the days whereby, Fela's song it was like a threat to the government.
Yes.
So when he dropped this, they would definitely come and arrest him.
Yes.
You are talking to the government, you're against the government.
Yes.
But of now, you can say everybody is careful. Nobody wants to, no artist wants to go extra mile to do.
Around you see the government.
I tell you.
He's a
And you know the funniest thing, during Fela's period, it wasn't a democratic era then.
Military.
I was someone like that who was still singing against the government. So now, but now even what you even put on the clothes. A t-shirt, having a kind of description of you're in soup.
I mean, let me know. We're not doing politics. So let's are you sad that you can't
say your mind?
Why did this happen? Because the problem. Why did they? Let's not move politics.
So let's drop it there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Grow Your Career with Ayomiposi, and today we're having Mr. James. I'm going to tell you the Andrew, and I want you want to go to the Andrew and check him out to know who we are even talking about. Mr. James has produced so many artists home and abroad, doing well, with Well. He has worked with Cobams, he has worked with Timmy Dakolo, he has worked with who again will I mention? Just mention Two-Face, Yemi Alade, anybody, I mean mention it when I'm talking about Nigerian music. But Mr. James, there's something I actually noticed in Nigeria kind of music and our styles, or should I say our genre now. Nigerians, if you haven't done you have not done anything. So everybody wants to okay, it's better if you are doing R&B, nobody wants to do R&B again. You want to if you're doing R&B, you want to let me just move away, let me deviate and move with the trend. So what do you advise?
One of the things I've noticed lately is that any music that is trending and catching attention, everybody tends to go through it.
Sure.
So a lot of times people are not original. They are trying to go with the trend.
Yes, with the trend.
If everybody just goes through there.
Yeah.
And for me, like I said, people want quick cuts.
Yeah.
Want to do quick, shortcuts to attain heights in shortcuts. If you know the process of people like Fela, we're talking about Bob Marley, Isudo, all those Africans, they have gone through a process. But now we have a younger generation that just want a quick fix to make quick fame. And so because of that, once one person goes a direction and it seems to be catching attention, everyone just goes through there. So we are now gradually lacking the mix. Everybody's the mixture in creativity is lost because everybody just goes in one direction. But I just hope that we will have a generation that will not say, okay, listen, let's forget about the noise. Let's come down and be detailed. Let's go deep.
Yeah.
Let's sit deep and create content that can stand time. A lot of things you hear now, after 2, 3 months, 6 months, you don't hear them again. But tell me why you can't play Fela now and nobody's listening.
I tell you.
So that's
and what I noticed about Fela in those days, Fela wrote songs out of experiences.
Yes, exactly.
Unlike now, people want to then just write on party,
write on women.
You know, understand? You know, if take their bonbon. What
do we do?
So what can you advise? What is your advice for such?
Well, I would say, like I said, I have come from the old into where we are now, and I follow the transition of music a lot. The only thing I can say is that let us try and be original. Originality pays. It's good to have models, people you pays you to be original. Because I don't really understand why some people come to studio and say, okay, I want my beat to be like this. It tells me you don't have content. So I'll just advise generation, be original. Think deep. Be original. Be yourself. Yeah. Don't try and cut. Yes, you can have people that you mold. There is no end to creativity in this world. One thing can be done in 1 million ways. Like somebody does it in style A, doesn't mean I do style B. Follow him too. The same thing can be done in different ways. So I advise artists to be yourself.
Yeah, sure.
First and foremost, identify yourself. Even if you want to have a model, identify yourself. Work within your own creative zone. Have your creative zone where you are comfortable, and then you express yourself, not expressing someone's idea.
Definitely. Wow, it's been a fantastic moment. It's been a fantastic day and all. So on Grow Your Career, this program is Grow Your Career. I'm going to talk about this. What can you say about this program, Mr. James?
Well, you see, we live in a generation where information is going so fast, and if you don't get the right information, you will definitely go wrong. So I see this program as a bridge for people who are aspiring, people who need direction. Because when you see someone, I aspire to be this because I saw someone doing it. So if Grow Your Career is trying to tell the world what the information you need to live successfully in this generation, I don't see any program as better than this in recent times.
That's the problem.
It should be it should be a talk of town. It should be everywhere, because the youth today are a lot of youths are disenfranchised, no inspiration anymore. But when you bring this kind of information to them, you change their orientation. You give them a reason to keep going. So I give a thumbs up to this program, and I can tell you for sure that sky cannot limit this.
Amen.
It's a program for now.
Amen.
A program for every youth should key into this, the philosophy and then the principles behind this program. I think it's a well-deserved project that will go far.
That was a fantastic run from Mr. James, and this is fabulous. Mr. James,
yes.
Can you just sing a line? You have to do a line of Grow Your Career, Grow Your Career. You have to do something funny on song.
All right, like I told you, I used to sing.
I want to play keyboard to it.
Okay, I need to put it on. Let me just do that. Grow your career. It's the best thing you can do.
Oh, wow.
A lot of challenges in this world. Just grow your career, and the sky will not be a limit.
Wow. This is the best I've ever seen, I've ever heard, I've ever noticed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a fantastic one. It's a beautiful one. It's a beautiful day, a beautiful moment. We miss you, James, like I said. Oh my goodness, love. Mr. James, you've been breaking the bubbles. I'm breaking my bubbles. It's a privilege meeting someone like you, a guru, a legend like you today, and we appreciate the time and the advice you've given to the youth and to the people coming up. But that reminds me, I've actually said, Mr. James, can you advise the youth? What about the youth now? Most of our youth now, you'll see them, smoking weed. They don't have passion to do anything. They don't want to work again. I notice that most people, what you can do now is just to make quick money. just get there on time. What can you advise them?
My advice to youth is that, listen, I know there are socio-political problems everywhere. Making money is difficult, but trust me, there is no hardship that's ever come that doesn't give an opportunity for you to make it. I'll tell you guys, there is no quick money doesn't pay. Quick success doesn't pay. If you get there quickly, you come down so quickly. Be patient. Be patient. Be consistent with what you're doing. It will pay. Trust me, it will pay. Don't be in a hurry to make it. If you're in a hurry, trust me, you'll crash in a hurry. But like I said, I know there are a lot of socio-economic problems that people are grappling with. Everybody's finding life difficult. But like I said again, with every problem, there is an opportunity to make it. That's what I encourage you. So be consistent and be patient. Your time will come.
Wow. Thank you so much, sir. Mr. James, I appreciate you. I appreciate the time and the advice you've given us that we're just coming up like this. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, every week comes out with a beautiful moment and beautiful thing. We appreciate every viewer and everyone that came out to watch today's episode or session or edition of Grow Your Career. To everyone behind this program, I say kudos to you all. We appreciate you, our technical crew, the executive producer, the producer herself, and all. We say you guys are fantastic, fabulous. And to all our fans, all our friends, all our family, we say God bless you and keep watching Grow Your Career. Till we meet again next week on another special edition, we say continue to stick on or watch Grow Your Career with Ayomiposi. Bye for now.